Hey Virgo, how has y'all's November been? Let me know in the comment section how your November has been, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and just start shuffling your cards. So I'm Joshua, and so I wanna let you guys know too that I am using the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and then I'm incorporating rune stones, and I'm using black agate rune stones. So I kind of want to go over with you, Virgo, the highlights, the astrological highlights of the month. Okay, so December 3rd is the full moon, and it's going to be in Gemini. And so collectively, we all might be feeling, a little more conversational, a little more social, and all that kind of jazz. Now, at the same time, Mercury retrograde does happen starting the full moon as well. So, there could be some stuff is popping right out. So you might feel a little extra antsy, and you might start feeling like a little communicatively stumped at the same time. Like I feel like collectively a lot of us are gonna want to be social and everything, but it's gonna be maybe like talk less and just be in each other's presence more kind of energy, because it's just Mercury retrograde is going to be going on until the 22nd. It ends and goes direct on the 22nd. So, you just might see more issues with computers and your phone even, and just, the way you communicate with others and the way others communicate with you. It's just kind of that time of reflection and looking back at what you've learned, during the last period when Mercury was direct, sorry. And so, and that's good. We need that period of reflection. And so that's perfectly A-okay. And so also we have, so the new moon happens on the 18th, and the new moon starts off in Sagittarius, and then it goes void of course. The moon goes void of course for a little while. And then the 21st of December, the sun goes into Capricorn. And so that's good for, that's good news for you. Because Capricorn is a fellow earth sign, And so that's a good season. It's a good season for you. And the winter solstice happens as well. So, there's quite a bit of stuff happening here in December. So Virgo, okay, so your cards are pulled here. I'm going to go ahead and let you look at these while I pull some rune stones as well. Okay. What does the first half of December look like for Virgo? Just the first half or second half December look like for Virgo? Okay, so Virgo, the first week we have the Tower, and the Tower is in reverse for you here. And so the rune that you have in the first half, for the first half of the month here, is Kanaz. And this is the element of fire. And you know, you got this lightning bolt that's happening with the Tower as well. And so, especially in this first week, I think it's going to be there's a lot of restructuring that's going on for you. And there might be some pretty, I'm not going to lie to you, there might be some pretty big shifts and transformations happening for you early on in December here. And this, I mean, it could be happening with your work. It could be happening, though, with your personal relationships as well, where there's just some reworking that needs to be done. And, it being reversed, to me, this is kind of implying for you guys that this is an energy, this is like a shift, a big change that you've known about maybe for a little while. You knew this was coming. And it's not a bad thing, really. It's the Tower can kind of come across as a little intimidating, okay? But it's not, transformation and change is a beautiful thing, okay? And so there just may be, you can be, you being an earth sign can be very rooted in things, and you can kind of be a little stubborn, right? I know, okay, I'm a Leo sun, like I can be stubborn too. So this, I feel like, is really calling for you to just change and let go of some things, ideas, maybe feelings even, that you've held on to. So just releasing and letting go of things that no longer serve you. Don't hold back anymore. There's definitely, the universe is calling you to shift in a very big way. Kanaz is represents element of fire as well. And, with the Tower, which is a big energy and this fiery lightning bolt, hitting it, there's this transformation that is happening. And so, just let it happen. Let it happen, because, moving on into the second week, whatever those shifts are and transformations and things that Kanaz is bringing to light for you is going to become evident. You're going to be getting messages in, and it's, look, Page of Cups, new starts, new beginnings. And with Kanaz, it's a warm, friendly, and inviting time for you. And it's a time of opening up. I feel like a lot of you probably are actually ready for this shift, for this change, for this new I feel like, honestly, it's this shift that is happening. Honestly, I feel like this shift that is happening has a lot to do with your relationships and your romantic partnerships. I really do. I really do. just opening up to opening of your heart even, and opening your emotions, you know, your emotional side up. You know, bearing all, you know, being a little more vulnerable so that you can receive in more of that emotional stability, and so that you can give more emotional support as well. I feel like, yeah, the second week for y'all is going to be like just a week of new, just words, they're hard right now, but you know, just this new opening up, a new ideas, new, I feel like you're really going to be feeling this feeling of transformative, feel good energy. I really do. And, you know, moving on into the third week here. So, okay, you have the 9 of Pentacles. And it's reversed. So, you know, by the third week, I feel like y'all, you're really coming to term with things. I feel like you're coming to term with things, but, you know, in your own timing. And sometimes, you know, that's a slow progress, you know? Things don't just always happen overnight. And Jera, your rune that you got is Jera, and this is the rune of harvests. You know, fruits bearing in their own time. And so I feel like a lot of you are you're kind of planting seeds and building momentum here. And maybe just kind of regrounding from this shakeup here. You know, this big shift that happens, happens at the beginning of the month. You know, this is a little bit of that, maybe you still feeling a little ungrounded, but getting grounded again, getting stable again. And there could be some extra money and new developments happening for you. You know, a little extra money, a little extra reaping of harvest coming in for you. But this is just, especially with it being reversed, it's not a quick energy. It's very progressive and steady. You know, so I feel like you're taking time, and in the third week, it's going to be wise for you just to kind of take time to reroot yourself, you know, so you're not feeling so burnt out, you know, with this kind of energy. Yeah. And so the fourth week, at the end of the month here, you have the 7 of Wands. And so there might just be some confrontations happening. You know, there might still just be a little of that unsteadiness, and still some of that shakeup from the beginning of the month, you know, feelings are kind of high, kind of strong. You know, with this Pentacle energy being reversed here, you know, it just kind of indicates that there's still just a little bit of that confrontational shake-up sort of energy that I'm picking up for you, Virgo. And, you know, by the 4th week, I feel like, though, you're gonna really stand your ground. You're finding your higher ground. See, you know, he's in a firm stance and on high ground. So, you know, this might just be you really needing to exert your truth, you know? Hold steadfast to your truth and to how you're feeling in this new emotional sort of journey that is happening for you. You know, and this might be reworking of, you know, some personal relationships for you. I feel like that it kind of continues, you know, into the end of the month here for you. And Jera can also represents, you know, justice with things, and not just harvest. And so I feel like you're, you know, seeking that justice for yourself and for your relationship here. But try not to let yourself either become, you know, too overbearing. You know, you don't want to do that either. You know, you want to find a way to be centered, to, you know, stand your ground, you know, hold steadfast to your values, but still not be overbearing either. But I'm seeing, you know, especially with the week before here, with you just being maybe a little unsettled, not being as grounded as you should be, that ultimately the message for a lot of you Virgos here is to get grounded, you know. Don't let others walk over you, and don't walk over others, you know? Yeah. I'm gonna get y'all a bonus card here. Bonus clarity card for Virgo. Clarity for Virgo. Clarity for Virgo here. Yeah, and there we go. There's that standing your ground, guys. The 9 of Wands. See, look how similar these are. You know? Holding your own, embracing your own power, you know, stepping aside from the pack. You know, embrace what it is you're feeling and voice that, you know, communicate what you're feeling. You know, your feelings matter too. That's kind of what I'm picking up on for those of you, you know, where this is affecting personal relationships, you know. you have every right to feel how you feel as well. You know, so express that to your partner or to your relationships. And you'll be made better and stronger for it. All right. So Virgo, that's all I have for you today. Overall, guys, you know, just embrace the changes and your emotions, you know, how you're feeling, and express those, you know, to others, and, you know, get grounded, you know, and don't be afraid to really communicate your values and what you need, you know, as an individual as well. Okay, so you guys have a great December and have a happy Christmas. I'm going to be doing personal readings starting the new year, so probably January. So I will see you guys in a month. Take care, okay?